Hello, my happy people. This is Jennifer again, your happy life coach. How are you doing today? I am great. And I hope this video finds you in great spirits. And if not, I hope at the end of it, you find it. Anyway, what's our topic today? Today, I decided I wanted to talk about why I think it's important to be happy and to find as much happiness as you can in the world that we live in. What happens is, what I'm realizing as I go around, as I watch people, as I train people, and like I mentioned in the previous videos, I do a lot of volunteer work. I do a lot of funding of programs where I train people on computers or life skills or just anything you need help in. I do that. So I meet a lot of people. People confide in me a lot, and I hear a lot of the same things. And I find that a lot of people are nowhere near as happy as they could be. And these are things that they control. They control that part. And in my opinion, I feel a lot of it has to do with what our world has evolved into. We've placed so much value now on things and just money, and that's it. And we no longer have the value on things like love and honesty and respect and being kind. I hear so often, people putting down someone who they think is too nice, or they'll say they're too nice, or it's phony, or that kindness is stupid, or, I hear a lot of stuff like that, and it saddens me, and I'm going, wow. But on the same breath, so many people come to me and say, wow, you're so lucky, your life is always so good, you always seem to be so happy, everything always seems to work out for you, everything always seems to be good. And that's not true. It's not that I'm lucky and everything seems to work out for me or anything of the sort. The thing is, I don't have a lot of problems and I don't have a lot of drama. And it's not that situations don't arise where drama could come from it. It's just that, like I've told you in other videos, and that's why I keep putting these videos out, it's how I choose to handle things. My value is on love. It's on life, on treating people kind, on respect, on helping others any way I can, on giving guidance when I can and seeking guidance from those that can give me more. My spiritual connections. Those are the things that are important to me. And what I found and what I try to tell people, because I seek after making myself a better person first, I look at myself a lot. What can I do better, Jennifer? Or you know what? The way you handled that situation the other day wasn't exactly the best way. You could have handled that better. Okay? I try to improve on myself. I don't look outwardly at everyone else, or the world is this, the world is that, because you know what? Individually, we can each work on ourselves. But the problem is, too many of us are busy trying to change everyone else, trying to blame everyone else, trying to talk about what they should do. But you know what? You can't control that. You can't control what anyone else should or could do. But what you can do is control what you do and how you do it. And those things make you happier. Because I don't put money first, I never have to seek after it. Because I seek after being kind, and whenever I can, I help, I donate, I do whatever I can to help, and I am truly and genuinely good to people, money chases me. I turn down so many contract offers per day. I turn down so much work. It chases me. Because first and foremost, I reach out and I'm going, hey, how can I help? That's the point of my videos now. I didn't know what else to do, but I said, but you know what? People ask me all the time, well, how did this work out for you? Or how did you manage that? Or how is it you always seem to be happy? So I said, okay, maybe that's the kind of videos I need to put out. Maybe I just need to get on and just talk about how I do certain things that have helped my life become happier each day. Nowhere near am I saying that I am perfect. But what I'm saying, as I watch the world, I don't have a lot of problems and I don't have a lot of drama. I don't have a lot of value in things. They don't mean anything to me. I value that person that is wonderful to me, that is kind to me, that gives me knowledge, that shares something with me, that wants to show me love, wants to show me a good time, wants to laugh and chuckle and keep that energy around us positive. That's the person I value. That person that only has money, and that's the only reason I want to be their friend, and that's the only reason you want to be my friend, not the one I want. I had a friend of mine say to me one day, you know what? You know what, Jennifer? I decided I'm going to cut off all my friends that do not offer any financial value to me. If you don't make a certain amount of money, and if you don't bring a certain amount of monetary value to my life, then you're no longer my friend. And when I heard the person say that, I had to step back. I was like, wow. And I said, you know what? I said, but see, that's exactly why you've been chasing success for so long, and it has been eluding you, and it will continue to elude you. Some of the best people in your life and some of the best things that you will ever get will not be money. You're chasing money. And because you're chasing money and everything else takes a back seat, you're losing out on the true meaning of life. You're losing out on those happy moments. You're losing out on so much because you think that being kind and smiling and being in love and showing love is a weakness. You're missing out on some of the most wonderful things in life. When you're happy, your energy exudes happiness. And it attracts so many positive things back in your life. And I don't care what you believe in, whether you believe in God or you just believe in there's something in the universe or whatever you believe in. The thing is, regardless of what you believe in, the fact is it works that way, period. Like the Bible says, you reap what you sow. And as the universe says, you put out, you get back. It's all the same thing, and it truly is. When you find better ways to deal with the things that happen in life and you keep yourself in a more of a positive state more often than not, you attract so many more positive things into your life. It's amazing at what you attract. When I first saw that video, The Secret, and I saw it and I said, oh my gosh, that's me. That's how I live my life. Now I understand. The more positivity, the happier you are, the more positivity that comes out. The more positivity that comes out of you without you saying a word. It's just your energy. The more positivity that you exude, the more positive things come back in your life. Everyone has problems. Everyone. But I don't have a lot. One day, let me give you an example. One day, my project I was working on, they had sent a check in the mail to me and it was stolen. So it didn't make it and I didn't know. And they said, well, it's going to take a little while before we were able to get it back to you because we need to do a little research and stop the check and so on and so forth. So they were talking about a month or more, and it was a substantial amount of money. So I'm thinking, oh gosh. And I had people living with me and for free. I wasn't charging them, I was helping them out. And I had expenses to pay, quite a few people working for me. This was part of my payroll money. And I was thinking, ooh, what am I going to do? So I just, so my son's like, Mommy, why aren't you upset? I said, for what? No, I wasn't happy that the money didn't show up, but sitting there getting more and more pissed off would have made the energy around me bad and angry, which would have attracted more bad and angry things to happen in my life. I said, you know what? I can't control that part right there. I'm not happy it happened. It poses some problems, but it'll be okay. So the next morning, my son got up and I was standing and I was just sitting on my couch looking at the front door, waiting for the mailman. He said, what are you doing? I said, I'm waiting for my miracle. And he goes, what? I said, I'm waiting for my miracle. And he says, I don't understand. I said, look, I have never, ever, ever had problems like this that just escalated. And I said, I know somewhere, somehow, some check is going to show up in the mail from some company that owes me something or something. I said, I know it. So I'm going to stand right here and wait for it. And so my son was like, are you crazy? That's not going to happen. I said, yes, it is. I know it's going to happen because that's what always happens in my life. Whenever one problem comes, immediately something comes right behind it and fixes it. Immediately. I mean, immediately. And that's always the way it's been. But I realized it's because of my spirit inside, who I am. I stay in a state of happiness. No, when bad things happen, of course I'm going to get upset, but I don't stay upset. I said, oh, well, I turn around, look at the perspective. Well, okay, there's nothing I can do about that. Let's see what can be done. But then I knew, I said, okay, this will be okay. And my son sat there laughing at me. The mailman came and he handed the mail to me, and I sat there going through the mail. He's like, Mommy, there's not going to be a check there. So yes, it is. Someone will have sent me a check I was not expecting. Someone owes me something, and I'm sure it's going to be in this mail today. And you know what? It was. It was there. And that's why I think it's so important to stay happy. When you stay happy, you deal with life's trials and tribulations in a more positive way. It keeps the energy around you so positive and happy that negativity bounces off. Bad things, bad happenings. I don't have those days where when it rains, it pours. I hear people say that all the time. Oh my gosh, when it rains, it pours. It's one thing after another in my life. I'm not like that. I've never had that. I don't have those days where it rains and pours. I have days where bad things happen. And actually, I start chuckling about them. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this day. But because my energy stays so positive, because I find the other side of it, instead of getting pissed off and walking around in a funk all day, because while you're in that funk all day, all you're doing is attracting more and more negativity, and it will cause more and more problems in your life. Believe it or not, it's the truth. And as you sit there and think about it, think about those days you've had where something went wrong and you got real mad and you stayed mad, and then it seemed like everything went wrong. And you're going, oh my gosh! I don't have those days. Because when that thing happens, and it just seems like several things happen in a row and you're going, oh, I cannot believe this. I don't get really upset. I get annoyed at first. I'm like, I don't believe this. Then I start laughing. I sit there and I'm like, this is funny. Because sometimes you have those days where it's just, I can't believe this. But how you handle it will make the difference. And that's what you want to do. So that's why I want to put these out. Let's talk about it. Tell me your stories. Send me your stories of how you found a way to be triumphant over negativity. How you found a way to bring this happiness in your life. And that's why my video is about everything, because it's from every aspect of your life. If you let your husband, something he did very menial, piss you off, and you let your child, something they did piss you off, and you keep that. Then you go to work and something pissed you off and you keep that. And then you're on your way home and you're driving and something pisses you off and you keep that. Or you're in New York and you're on a subway and something happened and you keep all of that anger. How can anything positive come to you? I kind of run from you too. But guess what you are going to attract? Something that's very similar to what you're already doing. Negativity is going to run right to you because that's what you're exuding. That's what you're calling out for. That's the mating call you're doing now. So, my happy people, our lesson for today is why it's important to find ways to make your life less dramaful, remove drama, to make your life more happy. It's not going to be perfect, but you can definitely have more happy moments than sad. Too many people have more sad than happy. Let's reverse that. That part you can control. You can't control what other people do, but you can control how you choose to handle it. And consequently, because of your method of handling it, things get better much faster. So, bye. Until next time.